Whoa, he uploaded another Zoroark deck. Who would have thought? What's going on, guys? Epic Pokemon TCG here, and today, guys, I'm going to be presenting you probably the deck that has caused me the most issues when it's come to recording, and that is going to be Ludicolo Zoroark. Ludicolo? Did I mess that up? I probably did. But anyway, Ludicolo is one of the new cards from Celestial Storm. A pretty decent card, and one that is extremely similar to Zoroark. I'm talking, they're identical, like they're pretty similar. But anyway, guys, so the cool thing about these cards is they both, well, they kind of have synergy with Macargo, which I'll get here in a second after I get done talking about my OCD here. So I don't know if you guys noticed this, I have Ludicolo with two different rarities. I don't know what it is, that just bugs the crap out of me. On Pokemon TCG Online, that drives me up a wall. Real life, I could care less. But anyway, Ludicolo has the ability Swing Dance. Once during your turn before you attack, you may draw a card. And then it has circular steps for 70, and then 10 more damage for each other Pokemon in play, both yours and your opponent's. So this sounds a lot like a card that I am pretty much only covering deck profile-wise on my channel right now because I don't have anything else to do, which is Zoroark. Trade. Once during your turn before you attack, you may draw, or you may discard a card from your hand and draw 2 cards. And then Righteous Beating, 20 for each amount of Pokemon in play. Excuse me. Well, I screwed that up. But as you guys can see, these Pokemon both have an attack that require Pokemon to be on the field for them to do their most damage. And then on top of that, they have an ability that allows you to draw a card. Now, the cool thing with trade, why would people trade when you could just immediately draw a card? Well, we also play Aqua Patch in this deck. So that means Zoroark can trade a water energy, and then you get to Aqua Patch it onto Ludicolo, which is really nice. But getting to Macargo. So Macargo, one of the cards from Celestial Storm that I really like. I think this card is awesome. Smooth over, basically, you get to grab a card out of your deck, shuffle your deck, and put that card on top. So boom, you have 2 Pokemon right there that can just draw that card. So if you get 2 of these set up, and you're able to have either 2 trade, 2 swing dance, or a 1-1 combination of them, you can get any 2 cards out of your deck and add them to your hand, which is extremely nice. I think this is a cool combo. Just all around, just really nice. On top of that, if you really focus on Ludicolo and you make it your main attacker, well, you're just having a 1 prize attacker go up there that can do a lot of damage. That you can get set up pretty quickly with Aqua Patch, of course. But we also run a Rangaroo with Resource Management, just a way to get some cards from your discard pile back into your deck. You know, we have Special Charge and we have Puzzle Time Leaving, so a lot of really, really clutch cards. You know, we're going to be sitting in the discard pile, and a Rangaroo is going to be the way to get those cards back into your deck, which is really nice. And then we have Tapu Lele with Wonder Tag. Whenever you play this card down, you pretty much get to search your deck for a supporter card and add it to your hand. And then Energy Drive 20 for each energy attached to both defending Pokemon. The staple of staples. This deck all around has a really simple strategy. You just kind of set up Ludicolo and you set up Zoroark and Macargo. And then you just pretty much just start adding stuff from your deck to your hand. It's pretty cool. Now for the supporters here, guys, we have the generic Apricorn Maker engine. I always cover in every single one of my deck profiles. I prefer this over the Pokemon Fan Club engine, mostly because this is a great early game card, a great mid to late game card, and it thins your deck out. You just search your deck for up to 2 item cards that have the word ball in their name, and then you get to add them to your hand. So if you grab 2 Nest Ball and you play them down, you can get 2 more Pokemon, throw them on your bench, and then boom, there's 4 cards out of your deck. The reason why I went with 4 Nest Ball is because this deck is very reliant on having its bench set up early. So I wanted to make sure in those opening hands, when you're drawing cards and such, you're able to hit some Nest Balls and maybe open with a Nest Ball. The ideal setup you want to do is a 3 Nest Ball turn. That won't always happen, but I just really want to try to get this deck set up so that way you can start going off with it. And the reason why I didn't really put, I think it's Lombre, I think that's what it is. The reason why I didn't put that in there is because this deck can pretty much add cards from the deck to the hand. And right now, when I'm building these Stage 2 decks, getting prepared for the Sun and Moon on format, I don't know what it is, but I'm kind of like alongside everyone else when I just run the 4 rare candy combo. I mean, especially with Zoroark deck, you're just drawing through cards, and it really works for my Gardevoir deck, honestly. I haven't had any problem setting up with that deck, but 4 rare candy just to maximize the consistency, maximize the opportunity to go into like from Lotad into Ludicolo. But yeah, we have Apricorn Maker, and then we have 4 Cynthia. We have 2 Guzma, I believe. Yes, we have 2 Guzma. And then, of course, the card that I really prefer over Copycat and Judge is Tate and Lisa. You get to choose 1, shuffle your hand to your deck, and then draw 5. And then you get a switching ability, which is really nice. And like I said in every single video, if drawing 6 is amazing, then surely shuffling your hand to your deck and drawing 5 is pretty good, especially when you have a switching effect as well. Speaking of switch, I just decided to add one in here, mostly because there's a lot of stuff sitting on your bench that could potentially be brought up and just kind of stuck there, like my cargo, for instance. So that's just something I added in here. That's another reason why Tate and Lee's is just really good. I mean, you can actually pass up a turn just using Tate and Lee's switch effect because you have Ludicolo, you have Macargo, and you have Zoroark out. So that means realistically you can just kind of get some draw power right there. Also on top of that, the ball cards in here, guys, is going to be 4 Nest Ball, 2 Timer Ball, and then we have 4 Ultra Ball. And I already covered Aqua Patch. You just pretty much get to throw energy onto a water Pokemon, which is going to be your Lotad or your Ludicolo. I don't know if there's another Lotad in this set. I don't think there is, so that's why that one's in there. And then we have Choice Band just to kind of add some extra damage. And then we round out the deck with 4 DCE and 6 Water Energy. So this deck is pretty simple to play. I don't know if I covered Rescue Stretcher. I have short-term memory loss. But anyway, I don't know if I covered that, but if I did, there it is. But anyway, this deck is pretty awesome to play. It's a lot of fun. I really enjoy it. It's one of my favorite decks that has sprung up from Celestial Storm just because like the concept of it is you got 2 Pokemon that just give you crackhead draw power, and then you have Macargo that can let you just pretty much pull any card out of your deck that you want, and then you just get to draw it immediately to your hand. It's really cool. I like it. I don't know. I like the concept of this deck. I think it's really sweet. But anyway, guys, if you did enjoy the video, make sure to give the video a thumbs up, subscribe if you're not subscribed already. I'm actually going to be making a very, very similar version of this deck, except I'm going to be replacing Ludicolo with Swampert. I don't know how that's going to go, but we'll just have to see. But if you guys do enjoy the video, make sure to give it a thumbs up. I love you guys so much. Thank you all so much for the support. And there's going to be a very important video covering some changes coming to the channel. Good changes, don't worry. There are some good changes coming to the channel. But yeah, make sure to stay tuned for that, guys. I have some big announcements coming, but you're all awesome. Take care. I love you, and I'll catch you in the next video. This is Epic Pokemon TCG signing out. I'm getting used to say that again.